The shadows beneath Verdonia. In the quaint village of Verdonia, nestled amidst the rolling hills and dense forests of a remote European country, life was unhurried and simple. The cobblestone streets, lined with charming cottages and flower-filled gardens, rarely saw visitors. The most thrilling event in recent memory had been the annual Harvest Festival, a jubilant celebration of music, dance, and feasting under the warm glow of lanterns strung across the town square. One crisp autumn morning, the tranquility of Verdonia was shattered by the arrival of a convoy of sleek black cars. From them emerged a group of men in dark suits, their faces masked with stern and inscrutable expressions. The townsfolk, unaccustomed to such visitors or vehicles, watched in curious trepidation as the strangers spread out, asking probing questions and taking meticulous notes. Days turned into weeks, and the men in suits remained, an unsettling presence in the village. They prowled through the streets, scrutinizing everything from the ancient church and its graveyard to the abandoned mines on the outskirts of town. Rumors swirled among the villagers, each more outlandish than the last. Some said the men were government agents. Others whispered of hidden treasures or secret investigations. Then, the unimaginable happened. One of the suited men was found dead at the base of a steep hill, his body grotesquely crushed beneath an enormous rock. The rock was an enigma. No such stones existed in Verdonia or its surrounding countryside. Panic rippled through the village as they realized that something sinister was afoot. As the days passed, more men in suits met grisly ends. Some were found with their necks snapped, others with deep gashes that hinted at an inhuman strength. The air grew thick with fear and suspicion. Even the villagers began to fall victim to the mysterious attacks. The deaths were brutal, each one more baffling and terrifying than the last. In the midst of this chaos, a shocking truth came to light. A small group of villagers, led by the blacksmith Lucas and the innkeeper Marta, had stumbled upon a hidden cache of gold while exploring an old, forgotten cave. Driven by greed, they had sworn each other to secrecy and had been covertly extracting the treasure for months. The men in suits, as it turned out, were investigators sent to look into rumors of illegal gold trading. But the gold had a dark and ancient history. It belonged to a creature of legend, a troll who had slumbered for centuries beneath the hills of Verdonia. The disturbance of his hoard had awoken him, and now he sought vengeance on those who had dared to steal from him. The troll, a monstrous being of immense size and strength, moved silently through the village at night, exacting his revenge. His eyes glowed with a malevolent light, and his roar echoed through the hills, sending shivers down the spines of those who heard it. He killed without mercy, his attacks swift and brutal. The men in suits, ignorant of the legend they had stumbled upon, were the first to fall. But soon, the troll turned his wrath upon the villagers, punishing them for their greed and betrayal. The survivors, realizing the futility of their situation, began to flee the village. Families packed their belongings and left in the dead of night, abandoning their homes and the lives they had known. Lucas and Marta, racked with guilt, were among the last to leave, their hearts heavy with the knowledge that their actions had brought this calamity upon Verdonia. The once thriving village quickly became a ghost town. Windows were boarded up and doors swung open on their hinges, creaking in the wind. The troll, its hoard secure once more, took up residence in the abandoned caves, a grim sentinel over the forsaken land. Verdonia, now silent and desolate, faded into legend. In distant towns and cities, the displaced villagers spoke in hushed tones of their former home, weaving tales of the troll and the cursed gold. Verdonia became a cautionary tale, a story passed down through generations about the dangers of greed and the ancient forces that lie in wait beneath the surface of the earth. The price of gold, they learned, could be paid in blood, and the wrath of ancient guardians was not to be trifled with. And so, Verdonia was reclaimed by nature. The forests crept back in, wildflowers bloomed where children once played, and the only sounds were the whispers of the wind and the distant, echoing roar of the troll who had claimed his land once more. Like and subscribe for more mysterious stories.